Welcome, everybody. How you doing, everybody? I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS, and you're watching Open. It's that live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. You can stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Now, here we go. Kicking things off, leading things off, our first guest. Well, she's a children's book author, speaker, and educator. She's here to speak about many things, but the importance of introducing our youth to STEM at an early age. And she's going to be talking about women aspiring to become entrepreneurs and to promote her blog and website. And she's a woman of many hats, so she's going to be talking about those other things too. So please welcome LaTanya Brooks. LaTanya, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and you have another company that you wanted to mention too. What was that?
Yeah, well, my parent company is EdgeUspire, LLC, and my subsidiaries are Grow It STEM. That's where I'm an author and a speaker for children's books, and Next Level Book Publishing, because I am also a book publisher.
Oh, so you were on the show before, and you spoke about some of the other things that we're going to talk about, like STEM. But you're at a school right now, or you're working from the home office?
I'm working from the home office today.
All right, doing your thing. But you are a wonderful educator, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So how did you get involved in some of the things that you're doing now? Just give me one of the hats first.
I think everything that I'm involved in is based on need. There's a need for our youth, especially our minority youth, to be exposed to STEM careers, which are sustainable careers that pay money, that are not going to become extinct. And I felt that it was important to start redirecting our Black youth from the entertainment industry. Not that I have anything against it, but also to start also considering these career opportunities as well.
Right now, you're talking about some of the things that will help people in education, right? Tell me about it.
Yes. So with STEM, each one of my books, it talks about a different STEM career, and it describes it, and it inspires kids to seek more information about those careers. And I love to inspire women. These shoulders I stand on in some of the coloring books really was prompted from the movement of when women started to take office, women started to come out, women started to recognize their voices. And but I felt like there were so many women that are these unsung heroes that you never hear about. So I decided to create a book that would highlight these women starting from the 1800s all the way to the present time.
Ooh, all right.
And even my coloring books, they're not just coloring books. They're actually books that will educate and give you some highlights of the accomplishments of these women.
Yeah. And is this one of the things that you're using to help get women involved in becoming an entrepreneur?
Actually, that's more of the inspirational piece. But in order to engage women with more actionable steps, what I'm doing is I am currently creating business courses on learn.eduspire.com. Like you can go to the you can go and you can go to the site and you can register for the mailing list, and I'll be offering discounts for when the courses do open, hopefully in about a month.
Wait. What kind of discounts are you talking about?
I'm looking at 30% starting.
All right,
because I want to get it going, and I want, I feel like feedback is important, because like as I mentioned, everything that I do is based on need. And the reason that I started this is I had a lot of young people coming to me constantly for business advice. And I just assumed that some of the stuff that I knew was just stuff that everybody knew, and not realizing I had so much to offer. So I took a few of these young people under my wing, and I taught them how to start a business, how to establish their business with marketing, opening a bank account, getting the proper licensing. But not only did I have them start the business and guide them through that process, I also placed them in front of other businesses, of other business owners that I know, so that they can have the experience of actually earning capital off of the things that they love to do.
And there's nothing wrong with earning a little bit of capital. Huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
what is some of the business advice that people come up to you? What are some of the things that they're looking for?
Usually they're looking to see what is necessary. A lot of people have a lot of different questions about payment processing systems, of how can they get their name out there. And that's why I like to set them up with pop-up shops. One of my first clients, sophomore at Purdue University, and she's a biology major, and she was making her own lip gloss and body scrubs and stuff like that. And I helped her get started, and we got that pop-up shop in front of somebody else's business that I knew. We set her up there, and she was pretty psyched. She made about $300 to $400 her first day there. Wow. So sometimes it's because now she just calls me for advice. Sometimes it just takes for somebody to give you those fundamentals and help you build that foundation to ignite the entrepreneur inside of you. Yeah,
I ran into this. There was two girls. They got together. They were sisters, and they started a business. You probably, I don't know, maybe it was you that got them started, because they're into shea butters and all those things like that. And I said, you know what? Let me pick up some. Let me help them out. Let me contribute to what they're doing. And I still have some of that now. They give me their card and everything. They said, when you run out, just give me a call and we'll hook it up. We'll mail it right over to you. So you're working with people like that too, right?
Yeah, I'm constantly just helping people tap into their passions. I feel like you take your expertise and you turn that into revenue, and that's just a perfect formula for a happy work life. So that's what I've been doing. That's what I love doing. My kids, my son, and I have a son and a daughter, and they are a little leery to tell me when they're into something new, because I was like, oh, really? So do you need business cards? You need to build a website? And my son just told me, he was like, Ma, I'd like to have something as a hobby that I just do enjoy doing. I was like, but you can really, and he was like, okay, slow down. Because yeah, I do it with my kids all the time.
Because they know, Mom, you're gonna make them pay something, right? Pay for it. You're gonna start making some money, you're gonna have to start handing some money over.
No, I just want to see
my
them.
mother did that to me. She said, got a job? Come on, bring it over.
I just want to see them happy. I want to see them doing something that they really enjoy doing. And if it's something that you are passionate about, that you enjoy doing, and you can make money doing it, I feel like that's a win-win.
Yeah, it's a good thing to teach, your youngsters how to become little entrepreneurs, because they're gonna have to fend for themselves one day. They're not gonna stay the same all these years. Imagine being a little kid all your life. You're gonna grow up. You're gonna need to put a roof over your head and do all those things, raise a family, all the things that we're doing now. So it's good to give them a little head start. Tell us a little bit about your books. The one that says "Brown Girl Like Me."
A Brown Girl Like Me is about this little girl who goes on this journey, and she meets this fairy guide, and she ends up in the 1800s.
Yeah.
And who is the first person she meets? Is it? It's not Harriet Tubman, but anyway, she goes. She's there, and she meets this fairy guide, and she gets this passport. And she just goes on a journey, meeting all these different women, and it ends at Kamala Harris.
Oh, wow.
And so she starts in the 1800s, and she goes to the, that was the president at that time. But
Yeah.
it's a cute book because she starts off as a real kid, and throughout the book, she ends up being sucked into the TV. So she's like a cartoon character, and she comes back to life thinking it was a dream and realizing she sees her passport. She was like, "Oh my God, it wasn't a dream." So it's a cute story.
Yeah. And
It's
what does that,
educational all at the same time.
yeah, what does that teach a youngster?
It just teaches them to appreciate themselves if they are brown girls. I focus on, all nationalities, African American, Mexican American, and so forth. So it teaches them to value themselves, but it also teaches others to value us. So it's not just for little brown girls to read. It's
Uh-huh.
a showcase of accomplishments of brown women throughout time.
Good. What school do you work at right about now, if you don't mind?
I'm at Jersey Village High School now.
Oh, we got to come out there and visit you.
Those STEM careers are great, and but I'm also very passionate about entrepreneurship, and I believe that this pandemic kind of opened our eyes to opportunities because many women realized that they could not go to work. They had to care for the children. Schools closed down,
Ah,
and it gave them time to actually stop and think and start to engage in things that they felt joy in doing, things that they were experts at, things that they were passionate about.
yeah.
And you have many people that had decided not to go back to work because I think the pandemic brought out a lot of business owners. So
Yeah.
that's really what encouraged me to start these courses that I'm starting because I know a lot of people have these passions, they have expertise, they have all these talents, but they don't know how to get it started.
Yeah. How do you bring it out?
Yes.
But a lot of teachers became, and a lot of parents became teachers at home because they appreciate more, I'm sure, the work that teachers have been doing all these years that they didn't know. Teachers weren't just babysitters for your
I
children. They
think
were,
it was eye-opening, yes, for sure.
oh, for sure. So give us a peek into what's happening in 2022. You got some new books, got some new happenings that we should know about. We'll be the
Yes.
first.
Okay, so for 2023, along with my courses, I'm going to be putting out audiobooks and ebooks and
Oh, all right now.
entrepreneurship. I'm still going to be out there speaking on STEM, advocating, speaking at schools. I don't know if I'll write another STEM book this year. I'm really hyper focused on entrepreneurship right now.
Yeah.
That has been my passion forever. I actually started my own company when I was about 12. Taught myself how to type. Started my own. I had my first DBA, and so I've always been this little mini adult. I was always about my business. So right now I'm teaching, and it's really conflicting because I like educating, but this way I have the flexibility to teach on my own terms.
LaTanya, thank you so much. We appreciate everything that you do.
Well, thank you. Thanks for allowing me to be on your show, and it was great talking to you again.
Yeah. We'll take a break. I've got more open coming your way next of the Doc Bob Lee BLS Open.